Hello. Thank you for taking the time for joining this podcast. Today I want to talk about a topic which is on everyone's mind: speed. Business leaders are constantly looking to respond with speed, and it's important in a very dynamic environment, especially the technology services environment. And now with AI coming and becoming more and more a central notion with which everyone is driving themselves, speed suddenly is at the center stage. However, I want you to take a pause. Think about it. Is speed the focus, or should be the focus, or should impact be the focus? Should speed be the focus or effectiveness be the focus? So speed to execute may not be same as the effectiveness to execute. So what trade-off will you choose? Speed or effectiveness? And it's not a straightforward yes or no answer. In different contexts, it needs to be deliberated and decided based on the need of the context. If the context is acknowledgement, if the context is that if your customer reached out to you and they raised an issue, speed, of course, is of essence. You must respond with speed, you must respond instantaneously and make the client understand that you have acknowledged the issue and you are going to get right to it without wasting any time. However, as you get to solving a problem, after you have addressed the immediate bleeding or any immediate issue, should there be a speed to closure? Answer probably may be no, because if you have just addressed this symptom, the problem may surface again. And there is going to be another experience breakage. So in that particular case, speed may not be your best answer. You must investigate. You must dig down. And you must understand what caused that issue in the first place. You must deliberate and not only resolve the current one, but try to eliminate the root cause of it. And therefore, depending upon the context, your answer could vary. Now, this is a very simplistic example, and it may sound like a common sense. And people would say, yes, we do that. We respond, we meet the SLAs, and then we open up a problem ticket and we go about doing the root cause elimination. Bravo. My point was not about that you are doing it or you're not doing it. My point is, are you getting caught up in this trap of speed versus focusing on the real purpose at hand? And it's about developing it as a habit, developing a habit of deliberating about a context and then accordingly deciding the speed versus the effectiveness trade-off. Because speed can vary, but effectiveness must not vary. If you are looking to create a high-performance organization, you must consider effectiveness as your leading vector, not speed as your leading vector. Unfortunately, because of the rush which we see around us, where everyone is trying to beat everyone else in speed, we tend to just join the bandwagon of speed without focusing on whether the speed is going to help us get there or it is going to make us miss the bigger point. These days, when I look at different developments, I find that everyone is in a rush to prove that they have the best way for the clients when it comes to using AI. Everyone seems to have a solution on the AI. Everyone is saying that we have already solved it. Whether it is sales effectiveness, whether it is anticipating and responding to issues, whether it is customer service, and now with the agentic ways of engagement becoming more and more prominent with newer and newer AI capabilities, people suddenly are becoming extremely distracted. And in the name of speed and saying that an agentic model can solve all the problems which a human being can, there are some big misses. How do you know that your agentic model or your AI driven model is effective for developing a deeper trust with your customers? How do you know that your AI engines are not taking liberty of breaking your trust? How do you know that they are establishing trust in your clients with what clients are seeing from you? How do you know that you are culling the feedback from those engagements into rethinking and reshaping the fundamental designs of your business, not just solving the issue? So yes, to some extent you can respond faster to your customers with an AI-led solution. But if that AI-led solution is making you devoid of listening to the voice of the customers firsthand and developing a deeper empathy with your clients, deeper trust with your clients, is your solution effective? Is your engagement effective? Is it going to get you more business at the end of the day? Should you go down that path? The other part of it is, what is the cost of the speed which you are gaining? Have you analyzed that? Have you considered that? Then there is an element of getting boxed into that mode of solutioning and not really looking at, is that even the right problem for it to be there? Or is there a different way to solve it? Because once you get into the AI bandwagon, it's a very, very tight decision which you have to tread on for a long period of time. Are you ready for that? And there are a lot of trade-offs like that. We'll touch upon some of these trade-offs as we go further along in some of our other discussions about productivity and performance, because that's what our focus is at Eternity. We are looking to help the CXOs build a purpose-native organization. We believe that AI native is not and should not and must not be the focus. But leading with a greater sense of purpose can help you go much farther than just being AI native. AI native may be a start. It can help you gain a little bit of an efficiency, which may sound like a lot and which may feel like you can get a lot of rush by seeing the efficiency of AI or through AI. But if you get caught up in that efficiency trap, you'll never be able to break away into much larger possibilities out there. Because if you are becoming efficient, many others are going to become efficient. So what is going to be your differentiation? Think about it. And if you want to engage more, start a conversation with us and see how a purpose-native approach can help you build greater impact and greater effectiveness. And of course, we are not going to let the speed take a backslide. So speed without effectiveness is not the answer. Speed with effectiveness is what we are looking for. And this is what Purpose Native journey is about. Speed with effectiveness and effectiveness with speed. Start a conversation and we can discuss more. Thank you for taking the time. Talk to you soon.